Good evening, my friends. I'm doing recording for tomorrow morning. It's late in the night, so it will be posted in the morning on Saturday. And today I will say that if you would like to participate in half an hour reading with me, donated by Janet and Tomborg, please write comments under this video, and I will be choosing the lucky person on my next video that will be posted on live show 11 Mountain Time with Cheryl. So on that video, one of you will learn that you are the winner. So please write the comment, and I hope you are hearing me. If you would like to participate, write a comment, and the donation was done by Janet and Tomborg. Okay. In this video, I will be talking about Roger Stone, why he was not indicted in Georgia, or Smith. Who paid for Kavanaugh debts? Judge Justin Thomas had so many troops surrounded, and he was surrounded by security guys. Why that was allowed to happen? Those trips must have been very expensive for the government to pay, when no one was upset about that. And what is witch hunt? That will be, or maybe I will say it now. Witch hunt is, because Trump is always saying that everything is witch hunt, witch hunt. Witch hunt is when Trump is looking for a new wife. It's for entertainment only. Okay. Does Trump has more documents in other places? With don't be declared mentally incapacitated, mentally unhealthy. Will Jered Kushner be indicted for taking $2 billion from Saudi Arabia? Apparently, British monarchy is in distress. What is happening? And I will take a look at weather and Baja California. So I will start. Okay. Okay, I will start with the dream that I had. I had a really vivid dream last night, and it was the same as January 6th riots, but I was running with camera and recording everything. So we have to be worried that something might happen again, and Trump is so happy to create that riot. Okay. Sorry. Why Roger? It's from Cheryl, my girlfriend. She is always helping me with the live stream. If someone don't know how to find me on live stream, when you are looking at the main, on my button, you click on it, and then you will see the main page, and above that page, videos, live, shorts. And then on the last column is about me, so you can I'm sorry, and I don't know how to stop the noise, and so this is the way you can find us on live, and it will be the lucky person will be announced on the live. Okay. And Cheryl, my girlfriend, why Roger Stone was not indicted in Georgia? Will he be indicted as an individual by Jack Smith? Will there be a prison time for Roger? And I saw Roger Stone falling from the big horse. Beautiful white big horse. It's standing on the back legs. And Roger Stone is laying in fetal position on the ground, muddy ground, and he's afraid of that horse. So Cheryl wrote, Trump will throw Stone under the bus. That's the saying, but he will throw him out of his back. Because Stone was one of the architects who convinced Trump how to spin the lie. Trump loved that, and he heard what he wanted to hear what will happen. Hall is on hind legs is a powerful animal. Fetal position is helpless and defenseless. Stone is going to prison unless he's cooperating already with, so he might be already feeling afraid of the big horse that is his big hero Trump. And I will pull 3 cards. Whoever is new on this channel, I see answers as pictures, so I have to translate them. This one I was asking Cheryl, how do you understand? So 3 cards. We can see a horse as well, standing on the cliff, taking thinking about making some important decision, which way to go. From the cliff you can go back from you came from, or right or left. So Stone is thinking about this. Yeah, my intuition and Cheryl is okay. And we will be learning that he wants to protect himself. He wants to go up instead of falling down from the cliff. So it looks like he is maybe cooperating. He got the pardon from Trump before, and he knows that if he will go to prison, there is no way that he will get pardon for second time. He's already a criminalist. And who helped with the payments for Brett Kavanaugh on his debit cards? He was in debt so much, about 60,000, if I remember correctly. And I saw a guy desperate, thinking what, and with the gun, thinking that he is suicidal. He wants to get to that to be one of those judges, but he didn't. He was in debt, and so he got help from 3 guys. Somehow I think they were related to baseball. So some probably billionaires were able to help him to pay his bills, and now he's sitting in their pockets and do whatever they want him to do. And even if he doesn't want to do something, he will have to do it. Okay. Yeah, he feels blessed that the sun is shining on him again, standing on the edge, thinking what decision he has to make. And so he is following the rules, what they are making for him, and he is following those decisions that they are planning for him. He can't have his own decision because that will mean that he can only go through the cliff down. He is afraid of being pushed over the cliff. Justin Thomas, the judge Justin Thomas, had so many trips, but he never traveled alone. He has bodyguards. He always needs to have a company of protectors, and they have to write where they are going and so on. And I wonder why no one from the government was interested. Those very expensive trips must cost government as well. And who was allowing them to take that kind of money for traveling? They were not staying in bed and breakfast. They were staying in mansions. Yeah, they were feeling like the life is beautiful for them. Those bodyguards were celebrating life. Very quietly they were keeping profile of where they are going. And Judge Thomas will have some problem with the law, and those guys will have to testify. They will have to be called as witnesses. So that will be a nice thing eventually, because they have to work for the government. They are not working for Justice Thomas. They are bodyguards, but they are paid by the government. Excuse me. In one video a long time ago, I saw Ginny Thomas falling on her face, and apparently in America it means she will be lying. So that's just going back many videos back, what I saw, and I couldn't understand why was this important, but someone wrote to me that's, and I don't remember who did, sorry. The Mercury, the indictment of Donald Trump, about of Donald Trump isn't a witch hunt. A witch hunt is when Trump goes looking for a new wife. So that was a joke by the Mercury. And Hillary Wheaton, this Trump has more documents in other places. And I saw a symbol of thumbs, those with columns and so on. So I think that's the symbol to me, and it has to kind of making sense to me that it will be Bedminster, because that's the place where he put Ivana's body. So eventually they will probably build some nice place for her to relax from him. So would they find some more documents there? Jack Smith should be pushing, but now Judge Cannon was kicked out yesterday night, so Jack Smith will be able to push his way through, and that will be interesting. So he might be going after Trump Tower in New York and Bedminster and other places. It's enough that someone will wrote a note that they think that it's there, and they might have enough reason to go to those places. The healer, and that was healer within who asked the question. Some worries, so Trump is worried, and symbol of a woman with money, that will be the symbol of Ivana. Probably how Melania must feel that if she died before him, he will put her grave next to Ivana. They didn't like each other too much, so that will be very odd place for Ivana for Melania to even think about being put next to Melania, to Ivana. Yoga by Joanne. I have the feeling that Don Don will be declared mentally incompetent. What do you see? And I saw him, like, those time, the Greek masks, they were wearing those Greek masks on a stick, and they were walking with the mask because there was no elastics. And I see him pulling that mask, and eventually we will see who he really is. And I believe that they should check him out for because normal person wouldn't be acting like sending other people to destroy the judges, and he wouldn't even dare to attack the very vulgar way judges. He's calling Judge Jack Smith, really nasty ways. So I think that's not normal. That's my opinion, but that's doesn't look to me that normal people will be even jeopardizing themselves by doing that. So would he be ever have to take his mask off? Well, educating ourselves, angel of love and health. Well, that will take a long time for them to work on it. I can't promise for 100% that they will be, but to me, they should. In my opinion, they should check him for mental. And it was Yoga by Joanne. Thank you for that question. And I think we both know that there is some problem there. If he will be a regular person, they will check him long time ago. Maybe they don't want to admit that the ex-president of USA had some problems. Philip Curley, thank you as well. I'm sorry. Will Jered Kushner be indicted by taking those $2 billion from Saudi for sharing top secrets information, or the other crimes? And I saw that he will be proven that he was doing transactions, so he will be like a seller, selling some product, and instead for that he got the money. So, and the guy who was buying from him had a turban, red turban. That's a symbol, but I think that will show that he did some transaction, and everyone thinks that the biggest transaction will be the nuclear secrets. But who knows? He will be crying over broken relationships, about something he will be crying, beginning of new adventure, and he will feel very much backstabbed. So unless he is running away for his life to Saudi Arabia, I think he will be eventually judged. He should be asked questions, and why, who gave you a forward. Elizabeth Gilter, apparently the British monarchy is in distress. What is happening? Nice. So 3 guys walking on like lunatics with the eyes closed, and one, I think it's King Charles, and 2 his sons on 2 sides, and everyone is going. Charles is going straight forward, and the younger guys are walking sideways. So he is not a very good sample for his sons. They don't want to go the same direction as the father is, and we know that Harry is already in USA. Apparently William is having sometimes feelings that he wants to be a rooster. I answered that question before. So, and Charles was not the most faithful as well before. Cathy might be more reasonable that way. She might be more forgiving. Angel of love and health. They feel all that they are so privileged. The sun is shining on them, and they can do whatever they want. eventually they will have to start keeping the balance, because people will be upset with them. Why are they doing things that are not proper for the monarch family? Okay. Angela. Hello, Violetta and Cheryl. Can you please take a look at what is upcoming weather-wise of the Baja California area? And Baja California is not in USA. It's in Mexico. So it's more on the south under California. And you will experience hurricane season, but by the winter everything will settle down and you will have a good time. Hot, 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 but not to the point like it is right now. It's so hot everywhere there. And I'm afraid that, and I said it will be better after New York. And 3 cards. Yeah, they will be observing, but they will be outside of the border. They will have some battles to face. Magician, you never know what will happen, what the rabbit will come out from the hat, so they will have to be ready for every surprise. But they might have a lot of rain as well. We are only hearing more about California, US, but this is Bay California. Nice name and kind of deceiving. Mom's Queen. Nice name. Sent recipe for sore throat. Gargle. For sore throat gargle. I was talking about this kind of on the last video. But take a 2 tablespoons of dried sage and 8 ounces of water. Boil for 10 minutes. Add half a spoon of salt. Allow to cool to the temperature that you can put in your mouth. Don't give this to be too cold. And start gargling. And you can even make a nice sound when you are gargling. If next day you don't feel improvement, go and see a doctor. And from me, another remedy. Crush 4 cloves of garlic. Chop them. Put this little bit of salt on them and let them to dissolve the enzymes for a few minutes, about 10 minutes. And squeeze them with this knife. So they are putting the juices. Then take a nice piece of bread with the butter. And you can put the heavy butter. My brothers, they love it that way, and my husband. And then put the garlic on top. It's very yummy. And as well, it is antibiotic, natural antibiotic. So if you are feeling under the weather, nothing better than chicken soup or garlic. Sometimes garlic might be too much for your liver, so you have to be prepared. If you have a weak liver, maybe don't do it. But for everyone else who is able to tolerate garlic, it's yummy. When we know that we are not going to the public on Sunday, we are doing this for lunch. Not often, but we have to first say, are we going to see people? No. Okay, we can eat garlic. For night it's too much, but during the lunchtime it's good. Okay, and now I would have a lot of prayers, but still have time. And I did a lot of questions. Prayers for yellow knife in the North Territories of Canada. 20,000 people got the evacuations notice that they have to evacuate. Already 1,000 of them is in Red Deer. Many of them are in Calgary, in Edmonton, and small villages and small places as well, because they have to accommodate them. Most of them they have relatives in native communities, so that helps them to find someone to look after them. Over 200 fires are burning over there. And as well, we have fires in Kelowna. And the same situation, people are getting notice to evacuate. My niece had a beautiful duplex with the parents-in-law. They had another side of the duplex, and they sold this last winter. So good, because otherwise they will be suffering and worry about losing everything. So that they moved all the belongings already from there in the winter time. But it is scary, and those fires are very dangerous. But we have to pray for those people in Yellowknife, Northern Territories of Canada, and BC, Canada, Kelowna. As well, prayers for Hurricane Hillary. In 84 years, there was no hurricane to the west coast. So this will be a lot of damage. I see a lot of damage and floods and mudslides. And even I'm worried about the edges of the cliffs. Lincoln City, I know they have so beautiful houses just on the edge of the cliff, and the cliff is made out of sand. So that we were always wondering how safe these houses are, and now they can be in danger. So it was in Oregon, but I think everywhere there will be a lot of floods, and we have to pray so that those towers will not destroy another, community by fires, because there will be a lot of storms, a lot of lightnings, and so on. We have to pray for that. Heather X Z8FK, please ask everyone to send love and light to Fannie Willis. That's the judge from Washington, D.C. Fannie Willis is from Georgia. Judge Chutkin from Washington, D.C., Jack Smith, and Merrick Garland. They all need our protection from haters and people who are wishing them harm. And we have to pray for them for their safety. Teresa Herm and her husband are both dealing with COVID. At this time, we want to send them our best wishes and fast recovery. I hope you are feeling better. And prayers for safety, people who are flying. Lately it's bugging me that I'm seeing some plane being in distress. And hopefully it's wrong vision, but there's Tessa Ingham, pray for the Kennedys, especially Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and children. She added that Teresa Ingham is doing well. Thank you, Teresa. And Tessa, and this one is Teresa Sloan, S-L-O-A-N, is asking for prayers for Maui in Hawaii. the island was burned so badly. And Justice Warrior is sending light and healing and peace and justice to this world, and good energy to all, who also protection to all the children of the world, and prayers for all who are struggling in some way. May we all have peace. We all want to send good energy to everyone, and protection and love and prosperity and health and security and safety. I love you guys. See you Monday. And remember about writing comments. Questions are the best. And whoever wants to come for a reading, you are very welcome for private reading with me. You can find me on my website and book appointment by yourself. You don't have to wait until you will win. Excuse me. See you. Bye-bye.